So let me set the stage for you this morning. It's 7:30. I got about 2 hours of sleep last night. Just spent most of it rolling around in bed, unable to shut my eyes. And I'm supposed to run a trail marathon today. Let's do it! Or try it. Probably try it. Well, that was an unexpectedly nice start to my morning here at Shelby Farms in Memphis. Saw a couple of my friends. All of us on our first mile. How sweet is that? Maybe the vibes are a little better than I thought. We'll see. 2 miles in. So what do you do when you don't sleep good? What do you do when your legs have already been tired on previous runs this week? Well, you could cry about it, or you can just lean into the absurdity. It's a tragic comedy, and I got the best, worst seat in the house. It's gonna be fun. Mandatory fun. It's gonna be fun. Welcome to the Tour de Wolf. I saw a finish shoot, so I think that there's some kind of cross-country meet going on here today, so hopefully I don't get trampled by a bunch of high schoolers soon. Honestly, I don't feel that bad right now. If I can take that not bad feeling, encapsulate it, contain it, hold it close to my chest for the next 4 hours or so, that'd be great. But I kind of feel like that's wishful thinking. Just had my first goo of the morning out of, I think, 8. And I can feel that caffeine coursing through my veins. I just wanted to let you know that if I finish this run, it is 100% brought to you by drugs. Walk the hills, walk the hills, walk the hills. That's rule number 1 for today. It's gonna be all my camera time. It's just you and me. How's your Saturday going? Great? You do more sane things than trying to do 26 miles on trails on 2 hours of sleep? Good for you, I should try that. Do you road trip a lot? You know, like how long car rides can sometimes seem shorter than the shorter ones past a certain point? Because you just kind of give up on arriving. You've given yourself up to the moment. And that's kind of what this feels like. I'm not that scared, not that intimidated, tired though I already may be, because this will never end. This is my life now, baby. This is my Sisyphean task. I'm pushing this boulder all the way up the hill. And this one has no summit. You know, I suspect that Albert Camus would love ultra running had he tried it in his day. It is fundamentally, not even ultra running, just long distance running. It's fundamentally an absurd activity. There is no concrete end goal. Any goals to it are the ones you make yourselves, and ultimately they're meaningless in the end. It is truly an activity that is more about just enjoying the experience rather than making it to some grand preset destination. You gotta think that he would have liked that as the dad father of absurdism. Unleashed dog parks are the best. I'm about 9 miles in, getting to the deepest turnaround point of the Tour de Wolf. I'm feeling pretty good, which is what you want to say 9 miles into a marathon, whether you're on roads or trails. So that's nice. I refilled my water, emptied my trash at the edge of the dog park, and that water is just for emergencies. That stuff is nasty. It's like they pumped it straight from the lake. But I got 2.5 liters of liquids on me today, so I don't think I'm gonna have to crack into the bad stuff. Top shelf, noon only. This is what it's all about, man. Last day of September. Leaves are just changing down here in Memphis. This is what trails should be year-round, in my humble opinion. If I had my way, if I controlled the weather patterns. Lovely. Love it, dude. Not exactly disaster. But it's not great, Bob. I did find myself lost in the Tour de Wolf. It's like a tall grass corn maze in here. I've never felt taller in my life. About 11 miles in, and once I start talking to myself compulsively, especially when I'm going uphill or really pushing myself, that's when you know the effort's starting to get real. Just like little, come on, or whoa, super blurry. Once I start referring to myself as buddy, that's when I'm in trouble. Nice. My watch has not crashed in about a year. A year. Maybe half a year. And it just decided to crash now at mile 11. I shouldn't lose any data as long as I just chill out here until it reboots. But a bad omen I'm not gonna let affect my state of mind. I don't know about you, but I'm dumb when I run. And I cannot navigate anything less than a straight, or anything more than a straight line on this watch. I put together a super convoluted route, and I think I'm finally at the end of the stupid part. Courtesy of me, I should say. Just under halfway done, and I find myself with this convenient little uphill to just check in and say hi. I got like a mental fatigue coming down. Not a physical fatigue, still feel good body-wise, but I think as long as I keep running dumb, then I can preserve what mental stamina I have left and push this across the finish. Fortunately, the second half is way less hillier than the first half, so I'm getting all that crap out of the way early. So, motto for today's run, run dumb, y'all, run dumb. More uphills, you know. Insult to injury, it's gravel. I don't want to run up this. Gotta save my quads. So it's not lost on me how crazy today's endeavor is. I've only run 2 marathons in my life, both on roads. Raced both of them. They both happened in the past year. Never in my life did I think I'd be doing a marathon as training. This is just the craziest thing. And like I said, I'm still running stupid. I'm running stupid. Don't you worry about how intelligent I am right now. There's nothing going on between these ears. But dwelling on that, you know, trying to find that is a source of strength at this point. Like I'm doing something kind of crazy. You know, beyond my usual high baseline of crazy that I already dwell on. Like the mountaintop of a Buddhist monk of crazy and stupid. Yeah. Oh, gazebo of the wilderness, grant me your backwoods power. Sometimes I wonder, like if someone was like coming up behind me as I film these things, like what they're thinking. Maybe I never see them because they just automatically give me a wide berth. I don't know, just thinking aloud. Y'all really need to see more of this trail without my ugly mug filling up most of the viewing window. It's really nice. Not challenging like Big Hill Pond was and will be in 3 weeks. Pretty flat, but it's enough. Well, they're not here for me, that's for sure. You know you're doing something messed up when you look down at your watch and say, oh great, only 10 miles left. Thank God I'm leaving Shelby Farms. The sun is up. I'm drinking more water as a result. It's very hot. Not a lot of shade over here. I was able to refill my front water bottles, so I got an extra liter of water. Ready to hit those trails, get that shade. Yeah, you know, I think I'll pass. Can't wait to get out of Shelby Farms, he said. Can't wait for some shade, he said. Yeah, I forgot that across the street from Shelby Farms is this long stretch of completely unprotected access road. Nice! So we are 17 miles in, and we just passed the 3-hour mark. So I'm going quite a bit slower than I would for a road marathon, naturally. But the 3-hour mark, according to conventional wisdom, is this Rubicon in training that you're not supposed to cross. After 3 hours, so the common wisdom goes, your chances of injury go way up, and the amount of benefit that your body gets from it goes way down. So you just don't do it. But past the marathon distance, convention just goes out the window. which is why we're doing 26.2 today in probably, I don't know, 5 hours. Whew. I'm starting to feel it. Even the phone's getting heavy. 17 miles in. Onward mush! Also, I soaked my hat at the drinking fountain not even 15 minutes ago, and it is bone dry already. That heat is starting to sap away my energy. Got lots of water though. Hills, tree cover. Ah! Sunlight still. So I gotta keep running stupid. That's why I did that. I'm trying to channel my inner stupidity, which is really close to my outer stupidity. Not a lot of layers to break through. I'm at the point where my brain is slowly like saying, hey, this is stupid. Like, we should just like turn around. This is a lot. 3 weeks before the ultra. And maybe there's some wisdom to that. But I gotta follow the training plan, damn it. Gotta quiet the brain. Dumb. I cannot emphasize enough how much this is a mental battle today in these later miles. Sometimes it's physical, sometimes in your head. Today it's in my head. Legs feel great. I can push the additional 8 miles I got left. Mentally, it's just getting my head in the game, staying focused, being comfortable with being uncomfortable. That's a big thing. There's actual strategery to running dumb today, folks. I'm trying to get you in the headspace and talk myself out of mine. I have a fresh incentive to keep running in these lighter miles. And that is, if I start walking, the mosquitoes start devouring my ankles. Like, whew. Gotta go. Damn, dude. Someone stole the spirit of the forest. Big rude. I needed that. I'm at mile 21 now, 5 miles out, and I think I'm done with the whole running and videoing thing. Too risky. This is, like I mentioned before, the part of a long run where injuries happen. So let's get played a little safe. Whew. And I'm feeling it. There's the 21 mile marker right there. So I am being super forgiving. Just walking when I feel like it. Just gonna get this done, nice and easy. I'm 3 weeks away from my event. There's no point in running my legs into the ground any more than I already have. So I've come to terms with how this run is gonna end, and it's gonna be a nice and easy glide home. Still dumb though, still running dumb. Don't take that as some kind of wisdom. It's dumb. God, remember 1,000 years ago when I was choosy about the kind of water I had in my bottle? Tastes like pond water. Hell no, man. That tastes like Dom Perignon right now. But this is really the first time that I can understand how ultra runners can eat solid food, like actual food during a race. I'm 4.5 hours into this run, and I'm actually hungry. Like, I'm hungry in a way that goose can't satisfy. I'm actually throwing down some liquids right now just to fill the pit in my stomach a little bit. Still have plenty of liquids. 2.5 miles left on this run, and then I have about 1.5 mile walk back to my car after that, which is just punishment for getting lost in Shelby Farms all those years ago. Oh my God, trying to remember what life was like before I started this run. God, I was a baby then. Less than 2 miles left, and I'm out here feeling like Samson with a haircut. Just nothing left to give in my legs, and yet I push on anyway because I really want that Gatorade and a Mexican Coke that are waiting for me at the end of this thing. So we continue the march. Whoever put a pile of sand on a relatively steep uphill 25 miles into my course, I hate you. Please die. But with love. I did it, I did it, I did it, I did it, I did it. That is a trail marathon. My first ever. Farthest I've ever gone in training. Oh my goodness. Oh. I'm relieved to be done, but I have 5 more miles in my legs. I'm ready for this ultra. It's like the fatigue kind of hits a plateau after a while, you can manage it pretty well as long as you're on top of fueling, salts, and hydration, which I think I have that figured out. I'm ready, baby. I'm so happy. I'm so proud. What sucks though, is I still have 1.5 miles to walk back to my car, but it's gonna be a victory walk. Let's go. I'm just too impatient to get back to my car, so I'm running again. It never ends.